Hello, and welcome to this episode of Josh, Joseph, and Jesus. Well, I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving break. What a wonderful time to spend time with your families and friends, and to think about the many blessings and gifts that God has given you in this life. Truly a wonderful time. It's also a great time in the church upcoming. This Sunday, the first Sunday of Advent, leading into the Christmas season. So a beautiful time in the church. But one thing I want to talk about today, a lot of the readings that we've seen this week have come from Revelation. And if you think about our world today, the world has this fascination with the end times, about what's going to happen. And, there's TV shows and movies portraying the different events of the apocalypse, and even predictions of when this apocalypse will occur, whether it has to do with the Mayan calendar or so on, different things. Remember in the gospel, though, that Jesus says that no man will know the time and place that the end of the world will come. So it's not something that we can pinpoint necessarily. But where am I trying to go with this? What I'm trying to say is that, there's a saying that you hear a lot, live every day as though it were your last. And that may sound cliche, but from a Christian perspective, from a Catholic perspective, we have to treat that the way we live each day as though it were our last. The kingdom of God is at hand right now. So when we put things off, especially things that are very important for us spiritually, I'll become a better Catholic tomorrow. I'll start going to church. I'll start going to confession next month. I'll start next year. We can't live like that. God calls us to be great men and women of faith each and every day, and each and every moment, to live every day as though it were our last. So as you go along throughout your day and you pray about the way you're living your life, are you giving everything? How much time do we spend lethargically watching TV or doing something not really worth the time that God gave us? Yes, and it's important that we have leisure activities to renew ourselves spiritually, emotionally, and physically. But I just encourage that we live the gospel at all times. The kingdom of God is at hand right now. We should have that vigor for Christ at all times, so that when the end of the world does come, we are very, very ready for it, and God will call us into His kingdom at that moment. So something to think about as we approach the Christmas season and the way we live our lives each and every day. So thank you for watching this episode of Josh, Joseph, and Jesus, The Life of Christ. Be sure to tune in next Thursday. I'll see you next week.